right, steady now, watch your side. Clear on this end, keep it coming down.
Welcome to the graveyard of industrial giants, where discarded oil drums wait for a second life. In this massive scrapyard, every rusted surface tells the story of decades of industrial use. The silence breaks as heavy machinery moves in to begin the recycling process. Of metal echoes through the yard as the transformation officially begins. Every piece of scrap here holds the potential for rebirth through metallurgy. Destruction becomes the first step toward creating something entirely new. The drums enter a powerful dual-shaft industrial shredder to begin processing. Massive rotating blades crush the steel drums into smaller metal fragments. The rigid barrels quickly collapse under the machine's overwhelming force. Sharp metal pieces rain down like a storm of recycled steel. The air fills with iron dust, heat, and the vibration of heavy industry. Electromagnetic separators remove impurities and isolate the valuable steel. The purified steel fragments move forward toward the furnace stage. Every conveyor and motor works together in perfect industrial coordination. Operators carefully monitor the system to maintain material quality. Each steel fragment is now ready to be reborn through extreme heat. The old identity of the metal disappears completely in preparation for rebirth. We now enter the electric arc furnace, the heart of modern steelmaking. Tons of shredded steel are loaded deep into the massive furnace. Huge graphite electrodes unleash electric arcs powerful enough to melt steel. The entire facility shakes as the electric arc ignites the furnace. Inside the inferno, the steel fragments melt into glowing liquid metal. At over 1600 degrees Celsius, impurities burn away completely. Technicians monitor the dangerous process from protected control stations. The furnace tilts, pouring molten steel like a river of fire. Thousands of sparks explode across the hall like industrial fireworks. Remaining slag is removed to ensure the steel reaches maximum purity. The glowing ladle carries molten steel across the dark industrial plant. Every batch is tested to meet strict railway steel standards. Inert gases stir the liquid steel for a perfect chemical balance. Inside the furnace, the recycled metal is purified for a stronger future. hardens the outer surface of the steel. The glowing steel strand slowly emerges like a river of fire. This is the birth of the billet, a solid block of high-grade steel. Precision torches cut the endless strand into perfect, measured sections. The billet structure reveals the strength created by advanced casting technology. Rows of hot billets cool beneath a shimmering wave of heat. The billets enter a reheating furnace to regain rolling temperature. Steam, fire, and machinery combine into a stunning industrial symphony. The heated billets race toward the rolling mill at high speed. Now, the steel begins its final transformation into railway rails. The billet enters the rolling stands, where enormous pressure reshapes the steel. With every pass, the metal stretches longer and thinner at incredible speed. Specialized rollers carve the classic railway rail profile into the steel. The glowing rail extends across the entire length of the factory. High-pressure sprays remove impurities from the rail surface. Final rolling stands shape every millimeter with extreme precision. The rail still glows intensely from the heat of the furnace. It exits the mill like a blazing ribbon of engineered steel.
The 3D model predicts a slight warp at the cooling stage. Let's increase the flow rate to compensate.
Each rail receives an identification mark for quality tracking and inspection. The rolling process creates strength far beyond the original oil drums. On cooling beds, the rails slowly fade from orange to deep red. Sharp metallic sounds echo as the cooling steel contracts naturally. Hydraulic straightening machines correct even the smallest imperfections. Laser scanners inspect every inch of the rail surface for flaws. Final approval confirms the successful rebirth of the recycled steel. These rails are designed to endure decades of heavy transportation use. At the construction site, the rails are placed carefully onto sleepers.
Bring it down easy now, watch the alignment. Looks good from here, set her down. All right, secure the load. All right, steady now, watch your side. Clear on this end, keep it coming down.
A high-speed train finally glides smoothly across the new rails. Across bridges and valleys, the recycled steel proves its incredible strength. Steel wheels and steel rails work together in perfect harmony. From rusted oil drums to powerful railways, the transformation is complete.